Good morning, folks. We finally have a verdict in the 7-year-old case of Julius Sellotape Malema discharging a firearm with loaded ammunition in public at the 5th anniversary celebration of the economic freedom fighters. Guilty, 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 guilty. All 5 charges. Convicted criminal Julius Malema. This isn't a civil case. This is a criminal case, and he has been convicted. Julius Malema now with 5 criminal convictions, add to his civil case of hate speech, and things are stacking up against the bloated fool in chief. Congratulations to South Africa. Is there hope for South Africa? Are the courts actually not captured? This may give people hope, at least a little bit of hope. The nonsensical judgment that singing "Kill the Boer" and inciting people to murder people based on skin pigmentation wasn't judged to be a crime is still making us shake our head. But now 2 correct decisions against Malema, and of course his first response is to turn to racism and blame it on racism. Now, there's no race involved in an idiot standing up on stage, taking a loaded weapon and firing a gun into the air to incite people, to exhort them to violence. Now, there's no race involved there. The only race there is the one he's lost. So Malema has lost his case. Now, strangely, I don't really understand this. Judge Toinette Olivier has delayed the pre-sentencing hearing until January 23rd. Malema was released on bail, so a convicted criminal had to pay bail to stay out of jail. Now, I don't know what decision will come out of this, but at a minimum, let's hope that he's sentenced to at least 13 months in prison. If he gets 13 months in prison, he must be removed from Parliament, because you see, South Africa allows convicted criminals to stay in government, in the Parliament, provided their conviction is 12 months or less. Can you believe that? He ought to have the decency to resign. It's interesting, though, that it took 7 years, and the other case took many years as well. Now, finally, after the return of Donald Trump to office, some judges in South Africa seem to have the courage to follow the rule of law and make the correct decisions. Of course, Malema will appeal this, just as he's appealing the hate speech conviction. But the bottom line here is Malema is guilty. He's a convicted criminal, and there you have it, at least for now, pending appeal. Will the courts uphold this? I don't see how not. Judge Toinette Olivier didn't even use the video. She said it couldn't be authenticated, so they didn't even use the video of him firing the weapon in the air. So there was so much compelling evidence to convict Julius Malema of this crime that she didn't even need the video. Now, strangely enough, the defense used it to claim that Malema was innocent. Of course, he's not. So, where do we go from here? Your guess is as good as mine. But Malema will appeal this, and it doesn't matter. He's a convicted criminal. It's about time. We've been waiting a long time for this to finally happen, and here it is. So, the EFF is dying. The prison pantsuit, jumpsuit, overhaul-wearing crowd is a dying party, and Malema is just flailing. He blames this, strangely, on AfReform. Sneeman, his co-accused, was acquitted on 2 accounts and released. He says that